fabulous Friday. Let it be a fabulous Friday for you all. A fun Friday. Um, it might even be a funky Friday. Oh, excuse me, my stomach is growling. It keeps on happening every time I go online. I guess my stomach feels hungry around people. But today, right now, this time, 24 years ago, I was down at Ground Zero with my ex-husband Peter, with his cousin. We linked up in the morning, and well, we went down there. We went down there. Yeah, I think about that. And it just pretty mind-boggling. Yeah, we were there, and we spent hours just like walking around, seeing, asking people, asking the firemen. He was a retired New York City police officer, so and that's what happened with that. But yeah, I think about that. I think about that, and well, you never forget that. You never forget that. So rest in peace, Peter. Rest in peace, everyone who uh, sadly perished that day, whose lives were, well, no longer capable of living and breathing. And all of this comes from, all of this happened, and this was all a pre-planned event. And I say pre-planned because I don't understand how. Okay, I'm gonna go back to become, to have the very stressful, strenuous employment task of being an air traffic controller. You don't F up. I mean, people have in the past, but it's let's put it this way. Um, it's a job where you got to be on your toes at all times. All right, so I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. There's nothing in this government at this point. It started then, like never believe in the government, you know. But I just I don't buy it. The whole thing, how the money became so readily available, this, that, and the other. It was like they basically they had the rolls going with the money to give out to surviving family members, you know, because it's all a bunch of bones. Excuse me. Anyway, so that's what happened. This was today, 24 years ago, and well, the same way what happened yesterday, I mean, or the other day with the tragedy that happened with Kirk. That was planned. That was planned. I mean, you know, now they have this suspect. They have this suspect that he told his father, and now he's in custody. You know, and he came from a Republican family, so the notion of it being a radical left. My own. Go. I made a song like that. I have it on. I got it on speed dial. Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Anything with government is not to be believed, and that's all there is to it. Because if you believe the government, then you can believe that, like I said yesterday, the other day, that your uncle is your aunt, even though because he wears a skirt. And I'm not against sexuality, people being gay, trans. I have a gay son. I'm just using that as a metaphor. You know, like the same metaphor, like I told my son when he was, you know, he told me he was gay. I said, okay. Of course, I had like a panic. Ah, no, grandchildren! Oh God, I'm gonna convert you. Anyway, like I told my son, I said, you know what? You go buy a suit, you're going to pay the same price, whether you're gay, whether you have one arm, one leg, as a regular man. So this is life. Doesn't make you any different than anybody else. So my point is that I'm nothing against gay, all that. But they say that radical left, and the other person was that other incident we had that happened. Where was it? In the church, with the person who. What was that other incident that just happened not too long ago? Anyway, government, never believe the government. If you believe the government, it's like I said, then you'll believe that your uncle is your aunt because he wears a dress. Okay, unless we got past that, right? Don't believe the government. Never believe the government, because the government is going to tell you what they want you to believe, what they tell the media, or what they want the media to broadcast to the overall masses, It's all mind control. It's all mind control. And anyone here, research the Darby Doctrine. Research the Darby Doctrine. And you will then go ahead and you will make the correlation between the evangelical right and everything that Kirk was spewing upon. Okay, it's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragic event. No one needs to be injured. No one needs to be poo-pooed. No one deserves it. You have the right to free speech. Okay, but what I'm saying is that I believe that there was more to it. I believe that there was more to it than okay, this kid admitted. I believe he was probably radicalized. He had to be radicalized, So, and then you're gonna say that it's it's the left. It's the left. The left is all the baloney that you love to spew. You love to spew upon that. Okay, thank you. Send me that. But. Yeah, hold on. I gotta go sit in my chair. Yeah, so we live at Marjorie Taylor Greene. I agree with her 2,000%. I never thought I'd say that. We don't need to be sending money to Israel. We don't need to be sending money to a country that has free health care. Okay? We don't need to be sending money to a country that is unaliving innocent people and using an organization that became effective against the blankism. Okay? I'm just watching this incident again now. Yeah. So, a lot of stuff a hell of a lot of stuff with that. Okay, what did this person say? Somebody said something that shouldn't be. Okay, close this out. But yeah. So today's a good day. Well, it is. Well, nothing I can do about anything. But September 11th, that was planned. October 7th, that was planned. Right? Everybody, like they come up with now all this stuff too. Now we have our good president. They're covering up Epstein. You know why? Well, I just only imagine why. Why would you think they're covering up Epstein? I think that he's gonna have to step down. I believe that he's gonna be stepping down because he knows he's in there, and this charade that he's playing, that they're all trying to play to cover his ass, CYA. Excuse me, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, Donald Trump. So I would highly recommend the sooner you can attempt to redact. This is why probably his health is deteriorating rapidly, because he's overburdened with the stress alone of it. You know what I mean? So, when you live, I wrote a poem. It's in my book. Very short quote. Oh, my cooking gear. my cooking camera when I'm making my recipes. I actually found it. Right now, we're not talking. I'm not talking about recipes. I believe that he's going to step down. He's going to step down because um, he's going to be advised to step down. I say he's going to be advised to step down because his health is going to be so bad. Yep. Either that or he's just going to, yeah, because he looks terrible. I mean, the man looks terrible. I said in previous videos, Donald Trump is my husband. He's that type of a man. My husband was that type of a guy. Never listen, never listen. Oh, hi, honey, how's your day? He would respond with little idle chit chat. But anything of an intense level now, you're a woman. I'm not listening to you. What do you know? I'm the man. I wear the pants. You keep that castle in order. Yeah. So, but the cover up, this cover up is only one part of what the government is about. Okay? Oh, I'm watching everyone as everyone dispersed after the initial yeah, crazy world. But that again, tragic thing. No one should be harmed for expressing themselves. He did spew. He definitely there was nothing ever positive about other races coming from him. You know, so rest in peace. Rest in peace. You know, sleep. Now you can rest. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope you're all well. And if you, again, I'll say it, if you believe the government, then you know you're gonna also believe in the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, yeah, all that good stuff, all that good stuff. Because we live in a crisis, constitutional, corrupt environment. That's and government has been banana republic-ish for a long time. It's whoever coined that, you know, and applied it, you know, bravo. But it's definitely been of that nature, you know, and well, now there's the nepotism that's going on, right? The nepotism and people that aren't qualified to have these positions, and all these scandals, you know. And then we have Mr. Elon Musk and all of his grok, which is nothing but white nationalism, you know. But that's okay. See, because he owns it, so he can spew all of that. Like, he made a post about well, I'm not going to say what he made, but yeah. So they want to pit us against one another. He has these facilities that he's building, right, that he wants to go ahead and put people in, people who oppose the oligarchy, you know. And now judges are finally, they're gaining their webos, you know. They pulled up their skirt, and now they're going against to say, oh, no, we don't like the way you're playing in the United States constitutional sandbox. You're not following the bucket rules. We have a descriptive rules that are on the entry gate. You're not following any of them, Mr. President Trump. So therefore, now we are going to let you know that we're going to be filing against you. Yep. The world of delusion. It's all an illusion. Oh, the poem that I wrote was The Truth Doesn't Need a Dress Rehearsal. So, what we see, the press secretary, she comes out and she's obviously, she's rehearsed as to what to speak upon. So the truth doesn't need a dress rehearsal, because when you speak upon the truth, it's always the truth. You're not going to divert, you're not going to add more, you're not going to delete. It's always your story, you know? Right? Hi, Ed. How are you, Ed? Right? I know you watch me. That was well, that's Ed, Mr. Stalker. Yeah. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and you know, the scam, the biggest scam is the scam that people tell themselves because they live in lies. They live in a world of delusions because it's all they know, you know. And this is like our presidency. This is called the con man, the con man regime 2025. Anyway, everybody, till next time, have a good one. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, and always do the right thing by people. Watching this and the ongoing in Gaza, you know. Oh yeah, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna find that clipping. Yeah, there's gonna be some event up here to celebrate the right to land in Israel. Yeah, who's ever sponsoring that? You're a Zionist. You're a Zio. Okay, you're a Zio. Because if you can sit by and watch what's happening, and then have an event here to celebrate the right to land when it's not their land. It was never their land, okay? It was something rewritten by a scandalous person because the Darby Doctrine, what Charlie Kirk always spewed upon, is what has been written. So the Darby Doctrine, this guy was a con man, okay? He was a con man who entered into the church, okay? And then he got in cahoots with the church people somehow or another. The whole history of him, I'm not fully, I'm not 100% versed upon it, but he went ahead and he conned all the people, and then they conjured up, they got funding together to rewrite the Bible, okay? It's the truth, all right? Because Israel has no right, okay? You know what the right Israel has? Israel was only allowed to go, they were ordered to go there because of the Balfour Declaration, all right? And because of the neo-Nazi racism, because the Jewish folks that are of the white race, okay? Because the true Jewish people are from the tribe, and the true Jewish people are African American descendants. Yeah, yeah. That's why you'll see what they call Sephardic Jewish people, okay, with the dark skin. That's the category I would be in, but I'm actually of the Ashkenazi tribe from my grandfather. Yeah, all right. And then I'm black from my father, okay, from Afro-Cuban, you know. So there you have it. Anyway, everybody have a good one. Assalamu alaikum. Pray for peace. All right. Pray for peace. This is the month of Ramadan. This is Ramadan. This month in September in Islam is Ramadan. Although the holiday of Ramadan is not the same month, but this is the month of Ramadan. Everybody have a good one. Till next time. Peace and blessings.